everybody, welcome back to my anime reaction channel, GizAnime. Today we're going to be watching Code Black, Build the Vibe, episode 5. Last episode we left off with Teruto facing off against his sister, Kika, who is the current king. She seems pretty devious, kind of twisted like. Something's wrong with her mentally. I'm not sure what's going on there. Because she states that she wants to beat her brother over and over and watch him essentially die constantly because he's the strongest. But if she beats him all the time, how is he the strongest if she's always winning? Not to mention the fact that she's the current king, which would mean that she's the top. So it doesn't make sense logically. And this was kind of looking like it was a revelation on Teruto's side as well, that his sister was the king. So I'm not sure if he was aware of that or not, or if that was suppressed, because he's obviously fighting with bouts of like amnesia or something is going on. And as I've stated before, I don't know if this is like a wish made by his sister or somebody else, maybe one that he made, because there's a lot of factors going in to this. You know, his amnesia, the empty space around the area that they live in, the fact that his sister is the king, the guy who is manipulating her, Ishinome, the guy who's basically, I guess, her caretaker or something to that effect. It just seems really muddy right now. So hopefully as the episodes progress, things start to really clear up, because nothing really seems to make much sense at all. But with that said, maybe we'll get a little clarity in this episode. So with that said, let's get into it, and I'll see you there. Alright everybody, here we go. Boy, Teruto is fishing for food. Probably struggling to try to remember things. He's not brooding over loss, probably. It's more like he's brooding over his sister.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Doubtful. Probably even give him a stronger conviction. Something's holding her. There's a reason. Okay, she's probably trying to get a hold of, Okay, is this somebody that she's using as a pawn to play like her brother would play, or to use the same kind of style so that she can train in beating him?
Daddy, yes!
So this is obviously how she beat her brother. And she's probably done this countless times, just mimicked everything that he would probably do. Yeah, and whoever this is, she's forcing them to fight. They have literally no interest in this battle at all.
You don't say.
Obviously, these aren't real fights, though, so I don't know what's going on. Like, can people really die in these battles, or it just looks like they're dying? So was it even like some kind of... Well, this is odd, because I would think he's controlling her, but is it the other way around?
Who knows?
Why is she covered in cables?
Well, duh.
This is all just so confusing. Like, none of this really makes any... What the world? Who could sleep like that? He's trying to sneak out before he talks to him. What if that's their dad? Aren't you gonna ask where I'm going? I'm not gonna tell you. Go fishing, huh? What a coincidence that that's what Teruto is doing right now.
I think not!
Excuse you. Pull yourself together.
Yeah, boy.
Your grandpa was a freak. We're not playing with fish, we're fishing because we're hungry.
Screw you guys! I'm going home.
Away from you!
Yummy!
I mean, give them time and that'll do. Wow. See? They just happen to run into each other. Their best bet for having him get back right on track is for them to just not push him. Just give him a little bit of time. They expect him to immediately get over what he's just learned. And once again, they should know, or I'm sure they know, you know, that he has this amnesia. So he can't really remember anything. And for him to suddenly realize this, and for him to even remember that was his sister in the first place, you know, that's got to be pretty jarring.
Giggity, 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 goo!
You are a mess. An irrational love for bread, to say the least. Maybe there's a little more to it. Maybe she's not really his sister. She just looks like his sister. They did have those robots that she was fighting. So what if they made some kind of lifelike replica AI of his sister? What if his sister's dead and they're just using that to influence how he acts or something?
Say what?
Shut up!
Definitely. He knows. Or the fish was really small. Ah. He's worried now since he lost to his sister. Or what we know as his sister. Going with that theory that it's his sister. That he'll lose again and again. And this fear eating away at him with that loss will constantly make him judge or second guess like any decisions he makes in the game, what he's going to do moving forward, etc. So he's like frozen. And since he couldn't beat her then, can he beat her later? It's probably going around in his head. The cables have like a cool aesthetic look to them, but it's really weird. This girl is the girl of many talents. After she's gone all in? What does she mean by that? Did she give him all her chips? Wow, he went from an angry mess to like just fear encapsulated all in one. Was he never the strongest? Was it always his sister?
Yes!
She was just like, he was just basically the strongest challenger she had. Not that he was the strongest. I gotcha. Whoa, that was kind of creepy.
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
She's gotten stronger, but so have you, right? All this big talk in these other battles he's had so far, and his sister beats him, and now he's this sniveling little baby.
So sad.
Just do it! Beat her.
Do it! Just do it!
There's gotta be a way. Alright. Back in the game. Was that his lure? Exchange the hook. He didn't put his hook on it real fast, did he? That'd be kind of weird. Nobody's shown up yet.
Are you sure about that?
Well, what's it look like?
Today yo ain't gonna die.
Excuse you! Yo, I'd take that bucket and slam it in her head. What's your problem?
Nice.
Okay, so the time it took for them to run to him, he not only had 3 matches, a talk with that guy. Like, he basically did a whole lot of stuff before they even got there. And caught all those fish. But honestly, Sakura is going a little too far. Why is this little girl always so scantily dressed? Like, it's a little weird. Oh yeah, we caught something. Alright everybody, and that was the episode. So basically, you know, we have Teruto, who is in a bit of a rut, incredibly depressed because his sister beat him. We're going to go with the pretense that that is his sister for now, and not something else. I think Higamashi is the dad, or a relative of some sort, I'll say, like an uncle or something, of Teruto and Kika. So, keeping that in mind, and the fact that he's looking to gain a wish because Ishinome says, you know, look, what is your wish? Or let him get stronger so that your wish will be better. Something he said something like that. So, I don't know how he's going to get a wish, though. Because that would mean that he has to be Kika and become the king. And that's what I've gathered from all of this, is you got to beat the king to get your wish. And then I guess you, like, become the king. So, Teruto wants to become the king, possibly to fix his sister, because she seems a bit over-obsessed with games and gaming, beating her brother. There's something that might be a little loose upstairs, if you know what I mean. So, maybe his wish has more to do with her than himself. So we have, like, throughout the episode, Sakura and Hiyori trying to figure out how to get him out of this rut, and what ends up happening is he's going fishing and runs into Ishinome, who has basically a conversation with him about, you know, you're unable to really do anything now because you've given up, and he lights a fire back under his butt, you know, that, hey, get up, get off, dust yourself off, and go challenge her again. And even if you lose then, challenge her again. You keep challenging her until either you can't challenge her anymore or you win. You know, just don't give in. And then at the end of the episode, after the credits, we see that he goes and talks to Kika again and tells her that he hooked a big fish, which is Teruto. So he's allowing her at least another chance to fight against her brother, which is pretty much probably what she enjoys the most out of everything. Because again, I feel like she's the strongest, but he's the strongest opponent she's faced. And there will come a time where something breaks or something gives in his favor that lets him win out against her. With that said, though, let me know what you all thought of this episode. Let me know how you all thought that Sakura handled things. I think she was a little pushy, especially when she threw his fish back into the river. And I will see you all next time.